We know that 60%, although it is still low, of Arizonans have responded to the census. We know that folks know the importance of filling out the census and being counted, but we are still seeing a lagging in hard to count communities where we see heavily dense Latino population. We continue to highlight that the citizenship question is not on the paper questionnaire form. It has created a lot of hesitation and fear for our Latino community, specifically within our undocumented community. Funding is at stake, as well as proper representation. Right now, we only have 9 congressional district seats, and so we could really lose out on better representation that could really advocate and uplift the voices of Latino community. Funding is so crucial and important for the Latino community, specifically for women, mothers who depend on WIC and SNAP, for example, especially for the children who are in public education, funding for school resource programs, for programs that can help advance higher education for our students, as well as school lunch programs, as well as for our immigrant community. There are health clinics that depend on federal funding that can provide services for an undocumented community. We see that the lack of self-response rate has really impacted us because of COVID. This is not the census that we thought we were going to be organizing in. Also, our Latino elected officials had to shift all of their attention to ensure that their constituents are being fed, that they have housing, that they're not being thrown out of their housing, that they have access to testing, and it's shifted our attention from the census. Not only that, but now we have the census deadline. The Census Bureau has been working diligently to try and ensure that we have an accurate count. But the administration is unfortunately pushing back and won't give the Census Bureau the enough time to ensure we have an accurate count, even during a pandemic. And so the Census Bureau has now identified that September 30th is the proper date to conclude the self-response to ensure that we have our appropriations count by December 31st. So another hiccup in the census that is really going to impact our hard to count community. It's really going to impact our Latino community, and it's really unfortunate that the Census Bureau isn't doing more to advocate for our hard to count community, advocating for more time, for more resources to ensure for an accurate count. So it's so important that we continue to advocate that if you are here, you should be counted here. We continue to be counted as an act of resistance, as an act of saying that we are here and we will be counted here, and we will continue to ensure that Latinos raise their voice by ensuring a full and accurate count, regardless of a deadline.